Okay, so today we are going to cover how do you set up project baselines. Then we also see how you update the project progress. Then now we can try out to see how you can print, how you can make different printouts.
Okay.
Then starting from
Update
tomorrow.
Project progress.
Okay.
Yeah,
then printing a project. Yeah, so starting from tomorrow, then now we're going to start doing things related to cost, related to budgets and costs.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted them to be like at the last so that when we're doing them, we will convergent with the other ones that are not related to cost. Yeah. So can you see this one of Primavera? The screen?
No, I only still see the work plan.
Okay, let me share. Okay. So this is the one. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so now, do you know what a baseline is? Hello?
Okay, baseline. Yeah. Baseline in maybe a layman's language, not in a project language.
What does it mean?
Baselines are like, I think I can say targets or something that you set like beginning for something.
Okay, but what it means as a baseline, now just imagine this schedule is complete, that we've tried to adjust the duration, we put their start, we put the finish of the activities, we've assigned the resources, we've assigned everything.
Yes.
And now we agree that
we
are going to follow this schedule. Yeah. Yes. So when you agree that we're going to follow this schedule, what you do, you set it as a baseline. Yeah. So when you set it as a baseline, it means that this is what we're going to base on to do our project. Yeah. So in case like you had scheduled the activity to take 10 days, and now it changes and it takes like 5 days. Now that means it is deviating from the baseline. Yeah. So also in case for example, you had scheduled the activity to start on 2nd May, but now it is started on 5th May. Now that means it is deviating from the baseline. Like it is kind of like a point of reference. You're always referencing to that plan. You always reference back to that plan. Yeah. So that's what the word baseline means. Yeah. So now we're going to see how do you set your schedule as a baseline, because now actually we've covered a lot, though maybe like if you don't get to apply it or practice it, you may forget some things we had covered. But according to what we've covered, you can schedule now like the entire project. You can schedule an entire project, or even if you have a full program that has different projects, you can schedule them. Yeah. And you can assign resources, you can put, so it is a lot. It has been a lot actually. Yeah. So now we
Yeah,
are
it's a lot. But I think I don't have much problem.
pardon.
I'm saying I don't have much problem. The only
Eh,
thing what I will do after 2 days, I think I will set my full project. I'm doing a separate project. As the example you have, I'm also setting mine. And then all I have to make sure I have set it. Then like after 2 days, I will go through and see. We'll need to have one session where we revise through my project.
Yeah, that will be actually, it will be very helpful. Yeah. So now we're going to look at how do you set it as a baseline, this schedule of hours that we have. Yeah. So in order for you to do that, okay, what you should know, like the arrangement of these tools, is that when you want to do something like from scratch, or like something that is done on its own, that's where you'll have to go to like enterprise. So from enterprise, you'll find different things. But when you want to modify something on a project, you always find it under project.
Yes.
Yeah. So
okay,
we go to project. Then before assigning a baseline, you have to first go and set the project as a baseline. So for this software, for it, it calls it maintain the baseline. That's what it calls it.
Yes.
Yeah, so you come project,
Maintain the baseline.
Maintain baseline. Yeah, select, remember it is our project which has been selected. Yeah, then you can click on add.
Add.
Yeah, so when you click on add, it will give you two prompts. Like, what would you like to do? Do you want to save a copy of the current project as the new baseline, or do you want to convert another project to a new baseline of the current project? Yeah, so the second option is kind of confusing, but what they mean, like you are converting another project to a new baseline of the current project. Okay. I would say most of the cases, you should just choose this one of save a copy of the current project as the new baseline. Yeah, then like what they are trying to say is like you're converting another project to a new baseline.
Project for the current. Another project that has been set to the baseline, you convert each baseline to be a baseline for this new project, right?
Yeah, like you converting another project to a new baseline of the current project.
Of the current project.
Yeah, so that is kind of like you have to make a replica of either that same project, or you have another project. But that is maybe in some use cases, but it may not be. You will find that it is very hard for you to go with that option, unless otherwise, you never know. Yeah, so after that, we select this, then press OK. Yeah, so you can see that now this, it gets this symbol. Yeah. So this is
baseline come V1.
Yeah, so that is the baseline name. If you want, you can change it, because here they just add dash B1, meaning baseline 1. Yeah.
Yes.
So then after that, you can cross. Yeah. So let's first go back, project, maintain baselines. Then we shall find our baseline there. So in case you don't remember the option it gives us when you say add, says save a copy of the current project as a new baseline. So in case you want to revert it back to when it is not a baseline, that's when you click on restore.
Cancel.
No, not cancel. You select the baseline, then click on restore. Yeah, so here it will
Okay,
point you, are you sure you
restore.
want to
Okay.
unlink the selected baseline from the current project and make them separate projects? Yeah, that's how you can restore. But for now, we're done
Okay.
setting our baseline. So we want to see how do you now assign a baseline. You come to project, then you go to assign baselines. Yeah, so here it's going to give us the project name. Since it is the only we open our project, but in case we are like, we had already, maybe we had an EPS where there's a lot of projects that it is the one that I'm currently opening. It would have given me more options for projects, but now
Yes.
I have my project, which is construction of the base camp. Then here is where I'm going to find my baseline. So in case I created maybe more than one, then I'll be able to find them here and I choose from them. Yeah, so I choose construction of, I will choose that one. Then yeah, so others you can leave them the way they are. Or since it is showing current project, yet like user baselines, primary, you can leave the others just by default. Choose the project, choose the project baseline, then press OK. Yeah, so now it has set it as a baseline. So in case of any deviation, we shall be able to understand or evaluate and see how far is it deviated from our project. Yeah, so now we're going to look at updating. Remember, we assumed that we are done scheduling the activity, the scheduling all the activities, and we're sure this is the project schedule that we're going to follow. Yeah, so we set it as a baseline. Yes, we are done setting it as a baseline. So now, when the project starts, you start updating. You start updating, like you start putting in the project progress. You start putting in the project progress. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to look at. And in order for you to get that one, we get it from, it is under tools. But the first time you open tools, you may only see visualizer. Yeah, so you click on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that it can open more, so that you can open more tools.
Yes, more of this.
Yes. So after that, now we look for update progress. Yeah. So most of the people do it in this way. Okay, you can do it in this way. Let me show you two ways of doing it. Yeah. So the first way of doing it is you come and select an activity. We're not going to select this one because it was a milestone. Let's select like an activity like this. I've selected it. I come to tools, update progress. Then you have an option, either all related activity or select activity, selected activities only. Yeah, so I only do the selected activities only. Then for it, in case you give it a new date, remember, okay, this one had already, let me get one which is fresh. That one had already done its update. I want to show you something. Now like this. And see, it was supposed this is this one. Okay. All it needs is if you to do it this way, is like if the project was starting in 3rd June, this one you could see that it was supposed to start 3rd June. Yeah. So if you come and give it a new date, like and say I want to update the progress of the project, and today's date is maybe, okay, this one has gone in June, so let's look for June. It is 3rd June.
Network installs, huh?
Pardon? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Sorry about that. The network had gone off. Someone tried calling me.
Okay.
Okay, let me. Okay, right now I was the host, but when it went off, now Madam is the host, and I think maybe she's not close to the computer, and I can't share the screen. Let me try to call her.
You can't share the screen when you're not the host?
She disabled that
You can
setting.
still share.
You can't. Okay, it depends. Like when I was the host,
But
I'd allowed multiple sharing, so you could share. So when I went off, yeah, you can see from the participants, she's now
it's
the
okay.
host. Yeah, let me just call her. Yeah, so let's continue. Okay. Yeah, so this is it. Yeah, so we are still on updating an activity. Yeah, so I was saying the first method of updating an activity is you can just change the date. For example, if its start date was supposed to be 3rd May, and you go on and you put in a new date. Let me first cancel everything. Yeah, and you go on and put a new date. Like, for example, the activity was supposed to run from 3rd May to 14th May. And now you go on and put the new date, and you say that the new date is now 7th. So for it, it will assume that you've done the work according to what you wanted to. Like you've done it according to your schedule. If you're supposed to start at 3rd, you started at 3rd. And now the date is 6th. So that's how it will change it. Yeah, so now let's change one of these, even if this one. Yeah, so we go back to tools, update progress. Then now this is where we're supposed to put new date.
Update progress.
Here is where I'm supposed to put new date.
This is a new date, yeah.
Yeah. So now you look at, you have to first look at your old date. Let me first be sure it is in June, 3rd June. Yeah, so we come and look for example, let's assume it is 3rd June and the activity is supposed to take 5 days. So let me assume by the time I'm updating, it will be like 6th June. Oh, exactly this one. like this.
6 June, 3 days before time.
Yeah, though this may depend on the calendar because there is Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, so let me see. And you can see that it was supposed to start on 3rd June and it finishes on 9th, but it has 5 days, meaning it is jumping
On
for
9th.
2 days
Yes.
of Saturday and Sunday. So let me just select maybe
Yeah.
Monday. Yeah. Then I say select.
Monday, yeah.
Yeah. Then after that, I click on apply.
Select, the option is selected activities or highlighted.
Yeah, it highlighted other activities because they were kind of like, according to the date we've chosen, they have their start dates being before that. Have you got it?
Okay. So the yellow.
No?
Okay.
Like
So the yellow ones means these are completed activities.
Okay,
the
it
yellow
means
ones
that
means these are completed activities, right?
It means that they have certain progress. Like they have had, either they are completed or they have a progress. Yeah, so let's just open one and you'll be sure. For example, this is the one we've been updating. Yeah, so select status.
Yes.
Then you will see that here it is trying to show you that it was started on 3rd June, like we had planned. And now it will put duration percentage.
Yes.
Then it will show 40% according to the days. Yeah, but it's not us that have created the 40%, but it has calculated according to that days. So it assumes that you started.
What I mean is, I have seen why are most of these ones changing to yellow. Moreover, we did not select them.
When we didn't select them. Okay, why they are changing to yellow is because we put some new date to show that the project has reached this date. Like there's an activity that has reached that date. And these ones have their start to be below that date we've put. You can see the ones that are in yellow. This one has 4th June. This one has 3rd June. Yeah. But what I wanted to show you is some people do it this way, but it is actually not the right way of doing it. Because we've seen even we want to just update one activity, but it has affected, there is a way it has affected also others. Yeah, so
other activities, yes.
Then here you see this is kind of like a marking.
Yes.
Blue shows like the progress, percent complete of an activity.
Yes.
That's what blue shows, the blue color.
Yes.
Yeah. So we want to, let me try to undo this. It can't undo actually. Maybe what we can do is I can just show you the right way of doing it is you come here and under status, remember you have general, status, resource. If you don't see it, just right click and come and choose it from here. Then it will be added. In case not added, it will be this side. Get it, put it back.
Customize.
Yeah, press OK. Yeah, then it is here. Yeah, so click on status. Then under status, now you go to started and check it, ensure that it is checked. Then you go and put the right date in which you started that activity. Yeah, because you may have scheduled it to start. For example, you may have scheduled it to start on 3rd May, but in real sense, it actually didn't start that date. It started maybe 2 days after. Yeah, so let's do on exactly this one that we are done on.
Yeah.
Click started, then click here, then put the right date.
That time.
Now let's assume it
Yeah.
started on 4th instead of 3rd.
Yeah.
So select. Now you type in you're supposed to type in the duration like manually. Because you are the project manager, you can estimate,
Yes.
like according to where we've reached, the project has gone this amount of percentage. Yeah. So we can say it started 4th, but actually, according to the current date, it has reached maybe 60%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. So that is the better way of doing it. In case like the activity
Like
is
that,
completed,
you will set the date automatically.
It will set
When
the
you
date.
write 60, the date, first try to write.
No, the date we
First try to write 70%.
We've set everything manually.
Started, okay, started on the first June.
I start on what?
Okay, okay.
Everything is put like manually.
No, I get you now.
Yeah, so if you want to show when,
Okay.
if you say when was it finished, so that one automatically it will put to 100 because now you want
100.
to put the finish date.
Yes.
Yeah, so the finish date, you can say it was scheduled to start on 4th, but it finished maybe like 10th. Yeah. So it finished, actually it finished late than what was anticipated, like what was planned. Yeah, so let's see if you put it back to the right date. Okay, here you can see that there's a way the budget goes. Okay, it increases, like that activity increases going past its baseline or its anticipated time. Yeah, so
budget.
if
Yeah.
Now there are some columns that can help me to have a look at it more. There is what they call baseline start. This is start, finish. But there is baseline start and there is baseline finish. Yeah, so let's introduce those columns. We come here to column. Then we look into, they have to be under duration. Then those ones that have BL are for baseline. They are for baseline, like baseline duration, baseline start, baseline finish.
BL1 duration.
Yeah. So let me see if we can see baseline start. Let me check.
No, BL actual, BL project actual duration, BL project duration, BL project refloat.
Yeah. It's under dates.
Not on this.
Yeah. So you can come here and find
it's here,
baseline.
BL1 finish, BL1, it is down. Baseline, the BL1 finish, BL1 start.
Yeah. This.
I see there.
Yeah. Click apply, then okay. So we can come and look at it there. If you want to rearrange them, you just use these buttons. For example, here we may not be able to compare it. Let's put it close to finish.
Yes.
Then the one of start, we put it close to start. Okay, like there. Click apply. Okay. Yeah, so now this column will be giving us what we plan to start. That's a baseline start.
Yes.
Then this one will give us like the start, the start of the activity according to the schedule. This one will be showing us according to the baseline that we set. Yeah? Remember, you first do the schedule, then after you set it as a baseline. So in case there was no big change between the start and the baseline start, all the dates will be the same.
But and it's giving automatically the same with the start and finish, right?
Okay, if you adjust now like this, we changed it to 4th.
They're the same, yeah.
Yeah, so you can see that its baseline start is still recalling the day that you've scheduled, which is 3rd June. Yeah, but now you've put the one that you updated, which is 4th June. So with that observation, you're able to understand that according to my baseline, I was supposed to start this date.
Yes.
But I actually started a few days later.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Then another, yeah, then we can also see the finish. We have the baseline finish.
It's on the 9th. Yeah. But the finish, the initial one is remaining 10.
Right, it finished on 10. Yeah, so in case we go and update another project, the baseline, this one will stay as the date we set. For example, we had the start date. Then after agreeing that this is what we're going to start with, set it as a baseline. So for it to never change, the start can change, but the baseline start doesn't change because you've already set the baseline, unless you go back and restore or delete the baseline. Yeah, so if you could maybe update this.
Yeah.
We come to this project, we go under status, then say started. Remember we said we don't use this and over update. Say started, it's supposed to be 3rd June. Now we show that it may be started the earlier. You never know first. Select. Give it the duration. Yeah. So now when you go back, we can see they're supposed to start on 3rd. It started on 1st, got it done on 3rd. Yeah, also the baseline finish.
It's still that.
Me first. Okay, for this, it is not yet finished. Let me try to check if I say finished and it gets 100%. Okay, let me check whether the dates there is no weekend.
Yeah, it's 1 day, no problem.
Yeah.
This is a 1 day project, right? Yeah. A 1 day thing. That's why it is on the 3rd and finish on the 3rd, right?
It is 1 day. But if it is 1 day, okay. What we had to do, we had to update started, then also in case you say that it was finished, we would have put the date on which it was finished. Because it is 1 day, it would have been the same day. Like 1st June. Yeah, okay. Why yes, this one is,
I think yeah, start June.
Why this one is like a bit tricky, since it is 1 day, the moment, okay, it is we doing days.
1 day, yes.
It is very hard to say that I did the entire day and we only got here 40%. Unless you're scheduling in hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why for it is a bit tricky. But in case it has more than 1 day, you can show that we've so far done 3 days and has reached this percentage. Yes.
Yeah. If it was in hours, you will see something. I think there is no need even what is there.
Okay. Yeah. So let me see. Yeah. So that is about updating the project. So any question? We've said in case you want to update.
First now, after I think after practice, you have any problem after practice, I'll be able to question. Well,
Oh, okay. Yeah. First, schedule. After scheduling, come maintain baselines. Create a new baseline by clicking in the project. Click add. Put the baseline name. Use this, save a copy of the current, press OK. Then after that, you can close. Then after maintaining the baseline project, assign baselines, choose your project, choose the baseline, press OK. Now you set to go to start updating the progress.
Yes, that one is okay.
Yeah, so you start updating the progress, then you're able to understand how the deviation is. The baseline start with the start, baseline finish with the finish, how they are aligned all together. Yeah. So at this point in time, let me see before we cover print, how our reports may look like.
With the reports, you go to projects.
Yeah. With the reports, go to
projects,
tools.
then reports.
No, you go to tools. You go to tools, expand it because it may bring something short or nothing. Click this.
Okay.
Go to reports. Then you select reports. Yeah. So these are all like different reports that you can generate. Yeah. So in case we want to know about let me say which report can be of value now. We can, okay, let me say we want to see EPS project details. You can right click it, click on run report. Then here to give you different options. Do you want to print it out? Do you want to send it as an email attachment? Do you want to add it to the printer? Let's first check print preview. I just want to see something. Okay. Okay, according to the type of report you want to generate, those are the details it will bring for you. But let's see if we can get a different report other than this one. For example, we want to report about, okay, resources on open projects. Right click, run report. Then we can say print preview. Loads the data, then it brings the information. So this is resources on open projects. It can show us the number of resources, how many days, how many hours per day does it work, the default units per time, that is 8 hours per day. Yeah. Okay. Just that our project is a bit, we didn't, maybe let me open a sample project and I have a look at the reports, because this one we've not detailed it very well. So I can go to open. Let me, you said you deal with oil and gas?
Yeah, oil and gas and other few things. Construction also. You can take a construction
I think
project,
the one of
engineering and construction.
Yeah, let me get one from here. For example, this, say open. Yeah, got tools. reports. Then I will say, because this one now there is course, there is everything. So let's see. I want report details. I want project details here. Project schedule baseline comparison, project labor. Okay, let me just get to any of them. Resource code values, resource details. Okay, for example, this is for resource details. Right click, run report, print preview. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes. Some people they are calling my
Yes.
phone, and when someone calls, I lose network. Maybe I will just get another source of internet because it is hard to block people from calling. Maybe since
Yeah,
you
that's true.
host, can't you make me a host when you are co-host? I think you can because I made you a co-host.
Yeah. Will that reduce the issues of network?
No? Okay, you remain, even if I become the host, you will remain the co-host. Or I can put you back to be the co-host. Yeah. You try to do it and we see.
I tried to do it.
You try to make me the host.
Make you the
This one here.
not. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, yeah, good. I see it.
Okay. This is the one. Yeah, according to what you've said,
Okay.
yeah, it is not fitting there. So now that means we have to go back and adjust our
And
settings.
adjust.
Yeah. So that the Gantt
Oh,
can be showed on the same page as the activities. And most of the cases, the better way to do that is you can hide some columns. Like if the columns are very many, you can hide some of them. Yeah. So like here,
yes.
if I come, if maybe I don't need, I'll come to columns and I realize that the ID, okay, the ID may be important. Let's say total float. We don't want to print it out. Predecessors, okay, we want
I'm
this
not.
one.
I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing your work. I'm not seeing your
Okay,
screen for the other.
okay, that one. There it is, okay?
Yes.
Mm,
Okay. I see the
okay,
PDF screen. Yes. Yeah.
so
Yeah. This one. Yeah.
this one,
Okay.
of
You go to.
Primavera.
Yes. You go to column.
You go to
Oh, now I
columns.
get you.
Yeah,
You
you go
just
to,
go and return them back, right?
yeah, then you return them back.
Okay.
Maybe,
Okay. Okay.
okay, let
Correct
me just
them.
return back some. Design finish. Original duration. Okay.
Total float out. Even total. Even resources. Resources. I think is good.
Yeah. We can
Maybe
be.
predecessors.
Also, it
You
depends.
can
You
hide
may.
predecessors.
Okay. Good
Maybe
enough.
total float. Total float is yeah. Then total float. Yeah, like this.
Express. Okay. Then also you can move this so that it's a bit close. Yeah. Then let's now try to do a print preview. Just yeah. So you see how it is going to look like. Now it is getting close. It's not like the other one. Actually, it is showing the activities. Apart from here, the margins, maybe we can go and check on the margins. Okay.
Okay.
So let me see, file, print setup. Also, we can adjust the scaling. Let's try to use adjust to 100%. Let's first test with that. Click OK. File, print preview. Anyway, I think this one is
it has extended too big. 100% was big.
Yeah. Let me change file. I first give it like 60. Okay.
It's okay. 60 will be good, yeah.
Yeah. So that's how you just have to play around with it until you feel that, I'm satisfied I can present this one. But you just have to play with the printer settings and also remove some of the columns. Also here, you can see that maybe this is big and nothing is occupying it. You can reduce it so that you save the space. So like here.
That I see the rest of the columns, yeah.
Then it improves a bit just at the setting. Yeah, but that is it about the printer, the printing.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so now that means at least now you can do most of the things and even print out. You print out like a meaningful schedule. You can even update the progress of the project. Yeah, so starting from tomorrow now, we start working on course. And value evaluation. Do you know and value? The meaning of and value? Okay, maybe.
And the value. I think last time you said we may need to do some theory.
Yeah, that one would need some theory. Yeah, that's that. But it is okay because some concepts that are being used like in project management softwares, they assume like maybe you have a vast knowledge in project management, so they tend to use a lot of project management concepts. But it is always good you can learn. You can just learn alongside the way. So we tend to cover some theory. Then after that, we go into the practical. Okay. So are there any questions? You said you first practice. Hello? Hello?
I think tomorrow the practical we have done is good. You can prepare some theory and a few things, and then we revise. I will try to show you what I have done while you go around with some theory, and we do very small practice like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Keep practicing. Anything we learn, you try practicing it.
Now, maybe just accept like if a farm, yes, if a farm or like a company tries to hire you to come and train, like outside Uganda, you can send trainers.
I can do what? Training a farm?
The trainers can be sent from Uganda. Yeah, like a company wants employees like 3 or 4 to be trained like for 1 week. You
Yeah.
can send somebody, right? It's possible. Okay.
For card center, I'll ask. Okay, because it is a bit complex to move from one country to another. Because here in Uganda we do it. We go to companies and we train them. Because when you train people that are in a company, they already have problems. They understand. I try to do this. I try to do this. So you train them the best concepts. Then now they bring the real projects and you work on them. Then they also learn how to apply the concepts they have learned onto their projects. Yeah. So in Uganda we do, but I'm not sure
but
about.
I think it's simple.
Pardon?
Not like any ordinary visit. You are okay. You are invited. You're invited. You get your visa. Let's say for 1 week. It's possible. Someone can come across the countries like South Sudan and Uganda is good.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's okay. That's just like an inquiry.
Because
Because when I moved from the field here, I was trying.
Yeah, I
was looking away. Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'll try to ask and we see. Yeah, because okay, they may just be worried about how someone can live like in another country. Because now, if you go for like a week, it's better when you just going to be training. Okay, like you don't take a lot of time. You just go there for like a week and you're going to be actively training.
Yes.
Yeah, but some companies they can tell you
yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is where we're going to stop today. Yeah, we shall meet tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, have a good night.
Okay.